There we are, back at Chigboro. It's the 1st of January. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to 2021. It's about 1 degree, freezing cold, overcast, just what you'd expect from a winter's day. So let's get ourselves geared up and we'll try a few winter methods, eh? So which for T2, 9'6", 7 weight, perfect for this. Not anything too heavy for this sort of work. I think what we're going to do, there's a little bit of a ripple there, but we'll start off with the indicator because it has been so successful, and then we'll take it from there, I think. So we're going to float it in line. And there we are, float in line. Right, let's get some leader tied onto this. Wow, it's cold. So we're going to go 8-pound ghost mode. As I say, we're going to set up an indicator setup this morning just to get started with, and these fish will have pushed down a little bit with the drop in temperature this week. We know that pretty much. So right, we're going to start off fishing about 6 foot deep, I reckon. So let's take set this leader up, just tie that in. Any of these knots and stuff, you'll be able to find the little time videos for them on my website. So this is the uni knot on the YouTube. So this is the uni knot. Great little knot for securing everything. Moisten, pull it tight. And we're going to go about 5 foot to the first dropper, which is where your bung's going to go, and then we're going to stretch out at about 6 foot total depth. So, and again, this is just going to be a 4-turn water knot. Just going to fish 2 flies underneath this. We're going to start off with the flexi worms and then play around, see what happens. Here's your first dropper. Moisten, pull it tight. Second dropper about halfway down, so about 3 foot. And wider bung, because the fish seem to want things pretty static at the moment, and I just want to keep these flies in the taking zone as long as I can. If you look at these chaps down the bottom, they're a great example of what everybody's doing on these lakes at the moment, and that is chucking a lure out and pulling. And the fish have seen an awful lot of that this week. So flexi worms, let's have a look what we got. Pink's been great, so we're going to start with a pink one on a dropper, and we're going to have a red one on the point, because I've noticed that some of these fish we've been spooning out this week have had a fair bit of, or an amount of bloodworm inside them, so hence the red. These aren't apps worms, they're flexi worms. They're not the apps pattern, they're not Peter Appleby's pattern. So slightly red weighted red one on the point, got a little bead on it. It's just going to pull everything down on there, blood knot. It's a lovely morning for a winter's morning. This is really nice. Okay, and then on the dropper we're going to go for the pink one. Like that, and then obviously on your top dropper we're going to want a bung. So indicators, bungs, whatever you call it, all sorts of different shapes and sizes. Basically all just bits of foam. That's a homemade bung, this one. Competition legal, this actually. It's got a hook in it and it fits inside the gauge. If you're interested and you want to tie one of these, I'll have popped a little video up and I'll put a link up here for you somewhere, and you can see how to tie home tied bung. They are very, very, very straightforward. They're just tied out of a booby cord. Very, very easy to do. So there we go. And the reason I've got this bung not attached to the fly line but a little bit further away is because this water is absolutely gin clear. I mean, it's crystal clear at the moment. It has been for most of the last couple of months. So I don't want the fish. The fish are going to see this fly line. This fly line is a spook zone. The other thing I'm going to do as well before we make our first cast is I'm just going to grease up the end of this fly line just to make sure it's nice and buoyant, because I want this to lift off really quickly. So this is just mucilin. Just give that first forefoot a nice rub. And we're ready to go. Right, let's get ourselves in position and see what happens. So there we are, bung, 3 foot pink worm, and then another 3 foot red worm. And the landing net. There we go. Lovely. Wow, it was cold. I'm going to try very long on the first cast. Just about half distance there. Just let that swing round. So we just come in the back of the island here. And we just missed that one fish on that other peg, and it seemed very, very, very quiet over there. I don't know why, but it could just be that it's. We'll have a little go at the back of the island here, see if there's anything about. Try a longer one out there, and then work our way back. This water is amazingly clear. That's lovely. Right, there's just a bit of a wind pushing down towards us, but we'll see. See what we can do. Hopefully it won't whip through there too quickly. We'll just stay in touch with it as it comes around, as it comes through. You often get a few fish push up into this little corner up here, especially when we've had a fair bit of angling pressure on the lake, which you have done this last week. And get up here to get out of the way. It's also quite a deep hole as well. It's coming through there, lovely. Just staying in touch with it. Come on, round you come. She's getting right to the edge. She got good depth of water very close in. Yep, let's try another one. Slightly different angle again. Got him. There you go. Had to be one here, didn't there? Had to be one here. Wow. He's going. Thumping away nicely. Let's get that nice bit of side strain on him. Get them hooks in him. Now, where are you coming? Not going to go into those reeds, are you? Good. What's he taking? He's taking the bloodworm, taking a deeper fly, so that tells you they are sitting a bit deeper. Not hugely surprised with that, are we? Nice. There we go, that's the first one of the day. Yep, to the bloodworm. He's in the net, barbless hooks. Quick look at him. Lovely Chigboro, the winter rainbow. It don't get better than that on the bloodworm. Perfect. Good. Right. And away he goes. Smashing. Wind's starting to get up a bit now, which isn't ideal for this, but we'll see what we can do. Quite a chill to that wind now. It's looking less and less likely to catch him on this indicator, and more likely I'm going to have to set up some sort of a lure rig. I think probably a fast intermediate and a couple of lures, and work them through the swim, because right, it's been very quiet around the lakes this morning. Don't know why. Cold weather maybe. There's a fish moving there, look. So I've just come down this bottom end here. It's absolutely flat calm, and see where this might improve our chances a little bit. Very little moving. It's one of the first fish I've seen move this morning. Still the same setup, still got the indicator on and those two flexi worms underneath it. Had that one fish down the bottom end and that one fish lost over on the platforms there, but they've been the only 2 takes. That sailed away. That sailed away. Look at that. That didn't take long, did it? Just a case of being on the fish, eh? Oh, good fish as well. He's a cracking looking fish, this one. What's he taking? It's that little pink worm. They do like that pink one, don't they? Oh yeah, it's a lovely fish, this. Steady away with him. Live in that clear water. And he comes. What a lovely fish, look at that. What's an absolute jolter. Oh yeah. Beautiful. Beauty. Eh? That's what we came here for. Right. And away you go, look at that. Gotcha. That was a very finicky little take, that was. Very finicky. Again on that pink one. I might change the red one on the point and put a pink one on there as well and fish 2 pinks. See what happens. Lovely. Such a good colour, that pink. Such a good winter colour. Come on. Come on, turn over so I can get to the hook. Right, so we've had a little bit of a set up another rod, a little bit of a switch around. I've got a fast intermediate line on here, a glass line. It's going to sink at 1.5 inches per second, and we've got a yellow dancer on the end there. I'm just going to try and search the water a little bit because the fish really aren't going mad. I'm going to give it 10 minutes on this, and if this doesn't work we'll pop over to home water and we'll have a last hour on home water, see what we can do. But let's just bang this out there and see if anything's just holding a little bit deeper. That's lovely. Just give that a pull, just to get that sinking and away. That's it. And give that plenty of time to go down. I'm going to give that 15 count of 15 to start with. Straighten those eyes up. That's better. Count of 15 to start with, and then we're just going to start with a slow figure of 8 all the way back. So that's at about 15 now. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, be about right. Yeah, as soon as I change that to sinking line, the fish will probably start popping up again. We just start with a steady figure of 8. It's the other method really. After the indicator on the flat calm today, we could fish straight line and etc, etc. They're all very similar methods on lakes like these. Let's see. Oh, look at that, straight away. Wow. Yeah, maybe this is what they wanted. So on that yellow dance about halfway back. Yeah. Absolutely mullered it. Well, maybe that's the key. Maybe that's the answer. Worth just chopping and changing these methods a bit. Could of course be a fluke. Let's got that fly down a bit deeper. It's fishing about 6 foot deep and lovely. Good. And playing around that clear water, superb. Come on, up you come. Lovely. Good stuff. Wow, can't even see that fly. He's really woofed that. Lovely in that clear water. Well, that didn't take long, did it? First chuck on a new method. Isn't it off on the way? Change something up and you want a fish. Yellow dancer. Right, let's get that straightened out. That looks good. Yep, that's moving. Let's see if that was a fluke or not. Definitely paid to try something a little bit different. Again, let's just leave that. So at the count of 15. Let's give that a start. Let's start getting down. So that fish would have been about 6 foot, something like that, by the time it took it. We count that down 15 seconds. And that was a good halfway back, just a slow figure 8, steady figure 8. So let's see if we can repeat that again. That's got to be down there now, and just that steady, slow figure of 8 retrieve. Oh, he's off. He's off. He was there. That was quite close to the edge as well. That was quite close in. So I'm going to chuck it up there. Yeah, that was quite close in. Watching that cormorant fight with that trout. Right, let's concentrate. I also think the intermediate line helps a bit in the flat calm because it doesn't leave a wake behind it as you're retrieving it like a floating line does. And it's not sinking mega deep, this, as I say, it's an inch and a half per second, so it's only going down 3 or 4 feet, but it doesn't create that wake that a floating line creates, and it can sometimes make all the difference on a flat day like it is today. No, barely a breath of wind. Now always again, bang, just as they come up that edge there. He's still there. Yeah, got him. I think you might have a brownie. I think we might have a little brownie. We have got a brownie. How nice is that? Come on, let's get him in for the camera. Oh, he's a lovely brownie as well. Look at that. Wow. Excellent. Excellent. There we go. That lovely little brownie. Such good looking fish, these Chigboro browns. Let's get him up, have a quick look at him before we pop him back. Now look at the colour on him. Hey? Beautiful fish. Stunning. Lovely tail on him. Chigboro brown trout. What a winter session. If you enjoyed it, folks, click like, click subscribe. Thanks very much. Beauty. Lovely. Thanks for coming, mate. Away he goes. Away he goes. Excellent. Steady, steady, figure of 8. Little touch there. Then again, there's a fish. Wow, 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 wow. Look at that. Made all the difference. This change of method's made all the difference. Another good rainbow. Yeah, another good fish. And there's some real clonkers today. I'm being spoilt with these Chigboro fish today. Look at that. What a cracking fish. Looks out in the net, lovely. What a cracker. Hey?